Studio check.
Frequencies check.
We are live on air.
You are listening to The In Fact blessing the airwaves. Take the journey into the world of sports, news, entertainment, while embracing the hottest beats on the planet. Rocking the mind, body, and with energy, electricity, and a splash of controversy. Now, without further ado, it's our pleasure to bring to you
The biggest show in the world.
The biggest show in the world.
the biggest show in the world, the SBTV Nation.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you. We are here. It is the weekend. We are back. We are the biggest show in the world, the SBTV Nation. And I'm super excited, man, because we finally, here on the East Coast, have a little bit of good weather on a weekend. Now, the way it usually works here is we get about 2 months of like 80 to 90 degree weather. And then it just slips right away. We go basically from the spring to the fall, guys, with like a little splash of summer. That's what I like to call it here in Connecticut. But good morning to everybody. How you guys doing? We are live on Twitter right now, the SBTV Nation. Feel free to hit us up. And, hey, my man Fast Eddie's on here, Sin City Maverick. What's up? Good morning to you. Let's see, Vegas Girl 92661. And Joe Everett, what's up, brother? He is curious if the Dream thinks Auburn can repeat as national champions this year. Very funny, man. What we're talking about is the Dream. My co-host actually thought that the Auburn Tigers won the national title last year in collegiate football. I think that's very amusing. Well, let's have a conversation about, since we're on the subject of championships, let's have a conversation of the complete, total annihilation of the Golden State Warriors last night with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, if you're a Warriors fan, are you concerned? Absolutely not. Personally, I believe that was a freak game. There's just no way that a team can get... I mean, that's... If the Cleveland Cavaliers have any shot whatsoever at winning 3 games in a row, think about it. They got to win 3 more games in a row to bring it to a Game 7 and then try to win Game 7 in Oracle, which is going to be very, very tough to do. But I cannot there's just no way that I could see a team scoring 86 points in the first half. Now, something you got to look at. I mean, they shot very, very well. I mean, they couldn't miss, especially in the first half. They still let Golden State put up 116 points. Now, are you trying to run with them now and just not play defense? Is this a new style we're seeing? Is this something that they're going to try to do? I think it spells disaster personally because, quite frankly, you don't have a shooter like Steph Curry. And you know what? When I'm looking at I'm actually looking at Steph Curry with 14 points. 4 for 13 from the field. Now, 2 for 9 from 3-point. You know that's going to change at some point here. Probably in the next game. I think it ends in Game 5, to be honest with you. I just can't see the Cavs keeping up with this. But, I mean, listen. You know what? It would be great for everyone involved, especially the teams, especially the NBA, especially for revenue purposes, that this thing keeps going. I just don't think they have the firepower to do it. Last night was a freak game. So when you go into this game now, if you look at it, this is Game 5. You got the Golden State Warriors as a 9-point favorite. I believe that's apropos. I just don't know about Cleveland. I just don't think that they can. I just don't think they can shoot like that anymore. If you're ballsy enough to take the Golden State Warriors and lay $2,000 for them to win the championship, pays $100. Not me, guys. Not me. And you know what's cool is that when you look at the books here, you could actually get Game 6 and Game 7 lines now. That's if you want to bet it now. Now, obviously, those games need to happen in order for the bet to go through, but Game 6 would have Cleveland as a 3-point favorite in Cleveland. If for some reason, and I understand that, because if Cleveland Cavaliers can win Game 5 and beat Golden State as a 9-point underdog, it makes sense for them to be a favorite in their next game. And then if it goes to a Game 7, you got Golden State minus 5.5. 231.5 is the total in all three games. Don't know if you're going to see that. I just, Cleveland's going to shoot 4 at some point, guys. We just don't know where it is or how it's going to happen. If I had to guess, I would say next game. But we'll see where it lands. My man, Fast Eddie, thank you very much. Awesome photos. I love those. And that always puts a smile on my face, my brother. So looking at the rest of the landscape here, what went down. Now, guys, we have some fighting going on tonight. We have some UFC fight night. And we got my boy Tiger Clinch is going to be calling into the show momentarily here, which I'm pretty excited about because he has been on fire. And when we're looking at it, we've got Derek Lewis versus Mark Hunt tonight. That is the main event. This is happening in New Zealand. UFC Fight Night 110. We're going to be breaking that down. A little bit of baseball, a little bit of recap of the NBA, and we'll be getting ready for tomorrow's show as well. So, just looking at this here, I'm looking at the amount of points for these respective players. Kevin Durant, guys, is murdering this series. He had 35 again last night. I mean, this guy, put it this way. I'm going to put this in perspective for you, okay? Because there's been a lot of talk, been a lot of hoopla here about Kevin Durant and people making comparisons to my boy LeBron James. Now, let me just put you in check for a minute. First of all, you got two totally different styles of gameplay. And I love the matchup. I think the matchup is outstanding because I believe that they're super different. LeBron is more of he's a big dude, but he's muscular. He could push to the hoop. Where Kevin Durant is more of that big man that likes to dance around. So I think it's a really great matchup, and I really like it. And I do appreciate the fact that both of them could shoot from behind the arc. I really like the matchup. So there's been a lot of talk here about, comparing them and maybe saying that he's better than LeBron. Stop. Because I'm going to tell you something. And it's not just because I'm a LeBron fan. Why don't you swap players? Put KD on the current Cavs team. Put LeBron on the current Golden State team. And then let's have a conversation. Do you think Game 4 is won by the Cavs at that point? Nope. Or Game 4. It's not happening. LeBron James is the best player in the world, guys, period. I mean, you could say what you want. You could say he's a crybaby. You could say this. You could say that, whatever. But at the end of the day, the man is good. The man has been in finals like forever. He's there every single year. Whether he wins or loses, he's still there. So, and sometimes he's there with crap. Crap coaching. He's never really had a superstar coach either. So you got to put that in your pipe and smoke it as well. So that's just something that's on my brain. And for the rest of it here, I'm looking at the Cleveland Cavaliers and what they did. You got to tip your hat to Kyrie. He is really taking the bull by the horns in this series. I really, really... You know what I love about Kyrie the most? I love his ball handling. And I love his dribble penetration. He's through the legs. He's around the back. He is very, very difficult to defend. And he makes all these circus shots, like kind of laying down and stuff like that. Clearly, he's making his presence known out there. And if for some reason, Cleveland Cavaliers come and win, which I doubt. I still don't see it. Who's your MVP? I clearly LeBron James, but you might have a little toss-up there between the two. Just something to think about. I'm sending a message right now, my boy Tiger Clinch. Right now, I know you're listening and trying to get through on the line, brother. Let me see. Guys, we use a program called Discord. Okay, what it enables us to do is basically communicate with each other and then broadcast it. We broadcast it through Spreaker. Very, very good system here. So I'm going to have him try to download that. And that's a plug for them. It's completely free. I mean, it's the bomb. It's called Discord. So let me just see here. Are you on a computer with a microphone, brother? Let me ask you that much. Guys, I got to be honest with you. I found a new track that I absolutely love. French Montana Unforgettable. Download that, listen to it. It's excellent. Really, really good track, guys. So I was out at the bar last night, and that thing came on, and I was just like, wow. Unreal. So let me just see where my boy is here and try to get him on, and we'll go from there, guys. Moving on, I just want to have a conversation real quick with you about the baseball diamond. Dr. Dan is going to be traveling basically the country and the world for the next couple of months. He'll be on periodically here and there. But as you guys know, I mean, obviously, we're gearing up big time for football over here. Getting ready and very excited about it, man. So let me just switch this up a little bit. And we will get right into the baseball. Just want to go over with you guys just what's happening as far as the standings and whatnot. I know that the Colorado Rockies have just been lights out, man. I mean, this team's good. Between them and the Astros, I mean, you got some really clear favorites here too. And just think about that for a minute. It's kind of crazy to say that you have these two teams that are really, I mean, just kicking ass out there. As far as American League is concerned, I mean, the New York Yankees are 3 games up over Boston. The lineup is good. They're hitting the ball, guys. This is, if they could pick up a pitcher come the trade deadline, I think they'll be in pretty good shape. Then you got Minnesota Twins that are still in first place in the Central. The division is crap. On the road, man, it's just amazing what this team is doing on the road. They're 19-8 on the road and a losing record at home. If they could just tighten up that home thing, they would be sick. Houston Astros running away with the West already, man. They're 12 games up over the LA Angels, and I just don't see any teams whatsoever that are going to catch them. I mean, it would have to go on. Anything can happen. But they're 23-8 on the road as well. I mean, this team, 7-3 in their last 10. They know how to win, and I think they're just going to keep beefing up the roster. Then you go over to the National League East, and New York Metropolitans, obviously decimated with injuries. But, guys, I mean, 8 games under 500, 12 games back of the division. Washington Nationals clearly running away with it. But, they've been they lost last night and punched a lot of people in the face. That's a team that is heavily juiced, okay, and can cost you some money. So let's see. Just trying to get my guest on, guys. Just bear with your boy here, man. We'll get him on. Yeah, if you could do that, download that to your phone, the Discord, man. We'll get you on here, brother. All right. Then in the Central, insane. The Milwaukee Brewers are in first place. 2 games up on the Chicago Cubs. I called the Cubs not to make the playoffs, and I stand by it. They're not making the playoffs. Colorado Rockies in first place in the West over the Dodgers, 2.5 games and 3 games up over Arizona. Both of those teams, the Dodgers and Arizona, playing very well, playing almost 600 ball. These are teams that can be scary in the playoffs, guys. That can go in and possibly knock off of Washington. Personally, I think the Washington Nationals, this might be their year. And I've gotten punched in the face with them in years past. But they're going to win this division. Definitely going to win this division, in my humble opinion anyway. I mean, because the Mets, I can't see the Mets recovering, and the rest of the teams are going to sell their pieces. I mean, the Phillies are terrible. Atlanta and Miami, the division's crap. It's almost like the AFC East in football. It's crazy, man. So, anyway, guys, that's going to do it for that. I want to get into, while we're trying to get my guest in here, I want to get into what's going down in the MLB tonight. All right? Because we have games all day, and we have good weather. And you know what, man? I'm going to try to cut out of work a little early. Maybe go home, light the grill up, light up a cigar, light up a little something else, put my TV on and watch a little baseball today. I think that's what I'm going to do. But I can tell you this much. I'm going to start right at 12:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm going to go right into the team that we had discussed a little while ago, and that is the Washington Nationals. I'm going to take the Washington Nationals today on the run line. They're minus 192 as far as the spread is concerned, as far as the line. But I'm going to get them minus the 1.5. And when I look at that, it's plus 105. So I'm plus money with Gio Gonzalez. Gio Gonzalez has been pretty damn good this year, man. He is 5-1 with a 3.03 ERA. I'm all about it, and that's where I'm going to be. So Washington Nationals on the run line today, plus 105. That is the first game on my board and on my ticket, and that's where I'm going to be, guys. So feel free to jump on, fade me, do whatever you want. I really don't care. This is where my money's going. When I look at the smart chart here, the Washington Nationals are superior in everything. Offense, defense, team ERA, hits, walks, strikeouts. I mean, dude, it's insane. So that's my team. That's where I'm going. As a matter of fact, you might call me absolutely nuts, but I think I'm going to lay 2.5 as well at plus 170. That's my favorite play of the day. Right out, first game on the board. Okay, so I'm going to go minus 1.5, and I'm going to go minus 2.5 on that one. Next game on the ticket, you got Giselman for the Mets versus Sean Newcomb for the Braves. I have no idea. I have no numbers on Newcomb whatsoever here. I don't even have a line. Let me just try another source and see if I can find it. New York Metropolitans are not posted yet, probably because of the pitcher that nobody knows about. Going down the card here, you know, I may consider getting involved. This St. Louis Cardinals team has punched me in the face a few times. I don't like them on the run line, though, and it's very, very heavily juiced. So, if anything, I may parlay them into my Washington Nationals minus 1.5 parlay. Then it'll pay kind of dope. Going down to the rest, we got a great matchup here with the Rockies and the Cubs. Cubs are playing 500 ball. They're putting on Eddie Butler on the bump versus Jeff Hoffman. Hoffman's 3-0 with a 2.61 ERA, and Bauer 3-1 with a 3.75. No line yet. You got the Cubs minus 116, but we have no total. So, all right, just give me 1 second. Let me just see how I can get my boy on here. This is Tiger Clinch we're talking about. We're trying to get him on so we could talk a little UFC fight night and see what we got. So let me just, I got people calling me left and right, which is crazy. So they're going to have to leave me alone for a minute. All right. And just trying to do this, guys. So just bear with me momentarily. I'm by myself today. So, you know, things happen. What is my username? SBTV Nation. All right, so that's my username on this Discord. So let me just type a message to him. Find SBTV Nation. All right.
Caught the tagless version.
This is a great track, by the way, that I'm playing in the background, too. I love this one. Young Ma, Ooh. That's the name of the track. All right, so Fast Eddie, little old school with the Miami Dolphins. What's up, buddy? And always thank you for sending me a nice little photo. She's nice, man. All right, let's go down. Pirates and Marlins. Call me crazy. Home team underdog here, the Pirates. Love the Pirates today. I think the Pirates, call me, they're 9 games under 500, okay? something about this Pirates team, I don't think they're awful. I really don't. And to be honest with you, I mean, when you look at the standings, you know, they're 6.5 games out and 10 back of the wild card, and they've lost 4 in a row. I think this team can turn it around. I really do. I'm going to go ahead and take a shot with them as far as being a home team underdog here. I'm going to get the Pirates on the money line. I love that situation. That's where I'm at as well. The Marlins stink, so we're going to do Pirates on the money line as well. And when you look at the matchup here, pretty evenly matched all across the board. They got the same. They basically have the same team ERA. Pretty much mirror images of each other here. But, you know, give me the Pirates at home. I'll take a shot versus a bad Marlins team. Going down the rest of it here, let's just see. Angels, Astros, Michael Fires versus Nolasco. Houston minus 170. Probably in a pretty good spot with Houston there. So that's something to take a look at. Another game on the ticket. I mean, you got Royals, Padres. That sucks. A's, Rays. That sucks. I got a lot of doubleheaders here. Mets versus Whistler. Mets game 2 with the Braves. Now, you know how that usually goes. Usually the team that wins the first game drops the second one. And you got a great pitching matchup here. And to be honest with you, an under-over of 9 in the Boston Red Sox and Detroit Tigers game, I love the under there. It's Chris Sale. Maybe even an under first 5. Let's just take a look at what that pays real quick. That is under first 5. We got an under over of 5. And the total 5 runs for the first 5 is plus 100. Verlander versus Sale. Yeah, I like that too. Great card today, man. Chris Sale with a 2.89 ERA. And Verlander, 4.63. Not horrible, but not great either. Red Sox just haven't been doing it for me this year. Not offensively. Kind of waiting for Big Papi to come back, to be honest with you. But, when you look at it here, I mean, hey, I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to take that under 9. I really like that play a lot, too. Just give me 1 second here while I'm trying to get my boy on. Bear with me, guys. Listen to some music in the background because it sounds really good right now. What is my 4-digit code? 8350. That's a sexy damn track, man. I want to get that French Montana track up here. Try to do that at some point. That's a really good one, man. So we'll see, man. Hopefully we can get this dude on. But to be honest with you, I'm doing just fine because I'm really feeling this card today. You got the White Sox and Indians. Josh Tomlin versus Holmberg. Cleveland minus 210. The way they're playing, I don't think they have any business giving 210, but I'm not going to get involved in it. You got the Yankees with Severino versus Chris Tillman of the Baltimore Orioles. Yankees minus 200. They're starting to get juiced, huh? Well, I'm going to tell you, in Yankee Stadium, it's going to be gorgeous today. 76 degrees right now and sunny. Going over to the next games, we got the Blue Jays with Stroman versus Ariel Miranda for the Seattle Mariners. Toronto minus 116 with an under-over of 8.5. Maybe not a bad look for the Blue Jays. I just don't know, being under 3 games under 500, if they should be favored at the Mariners, even with Stroman. I mean, Stroman's got 5 different pitches. The kid is good. Let me rephrase it. 5 different pitches that he throws very well. I don't know. Not getting involved in that one. Then you got Alex Wood coming back. And you got the LA Dodgers, who are minus 240 to 10-10 tonight with Asher Wojciechowski. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Looks like a Polish last name for the Reds. Reds are 2 games under 500. Dodgers minus 240. Oh, that's a scary spot. Because you know what? You can lay all that juice and lose. So just be careful. Then you got Zach Godley for the Arizona Diamondbacks versus Junior Guerrera for the Brewers. Arizona minus 148. Under over of 9.5. Brewers are pesky, man. I just don't know. I'm going to stay away from that one as well. So when I look at the card and I break this whole thing down from top to bottom. I'm all over the Nationals today. I'm going to lay 1.5, and I'm going to lay 2.5 with them. That's where I'm going to be with them, okay? Then I'm going to scroll it down to possibly taking the St. Louis Cardinals to beat the Phillies today on a money line situation. I'm looking at the Pittsburgh Pirates to get it done as a home team underdog. Love that play. I think that's a really strong play. Scrolling down to the rest of the card, I'm feeling the under in the Boston Red Sox Detroit Tigers game. That is under 9. I believe that is a really good play, and I believe even better is the first 5 innings under 5. I think is very, very good. And then, looking at the rest of it here, I don't see anything else. So that's 4 plays. That's where I'm at today. I'm not a handicapper. I don't spend hours and hours and hours of homework on these games, guys. I don't do it. Very busy with work. But I do gamble, and I do enough homework to make what I think are educated decisions on these games. So that's where I'm at right now, boys and girls. So let's see here. Shit, man. All right, Tiger. Hey, listen, I am completely sorry that you couldn't get in today, brother. I wish you could. But you know what? I'll have you call me on my cell phone, and we'll talk a little bit and see if we can get you on maybe tomorrow. So that's it, guys. That's going to do it for me. I know that we do have a little bit of, I think we have the NHL tonight, don't we? Let me just double check that. But I think we're taking a look at the game tonight. Let me just see what we have. Do we have a game tonight or not? Game 6. When is Game 6? Let me take a look here. Give me a minute. Pulling it up. Bear with me, brothers and sisters out there. I appreciate it, of the SBTV Nation. Now, we're not till tomorrow. You got the Preds minus 140 there. So I'll be getting the dream back on. We'll be talking a little bit of hockey. I mean, obviously, you know that the Pittsburgh Penguins are up 3 games right now. Let's see. Joe Everett, you're liking the Red Sox and the Dodgers for a plus 120 money line parlay. Anything that's plus works, bro. I'm going to take a shot with the first 5 under, though. So that's where I'm at. It's going to be I'm going to parlay all 4 of my plays. See where it pays. And then we'll go from there. But that's going to do it for your boy. And I'm very sorry. Listen, follow my man Tiger Clinch MMA on Twitter. He hands out free money. This guy's good. He puts out a pick for every single fight. So you can basically bet every single fight that you want here. So we'll see where he's at, and, we'll go from there. So what I'll do is when he puts his plays out, I will retweet them. So this way it's on our page. So you just go to SBTV Nation at Twitter, and I will put all his plays out there. And if you want a further breakdown, you can follow him yourself and go from there, guys. So with that said, I'm going to get out of here. I got a great card of baseball. I'm super damn excited. Going to go to work a little bit and then probably go watch some baseball. So, listen, guys, we'll be back with the Dream tomorrow. Dan will be on momentarily. We're gearing up for football. We got 3 months left. It's going to come in the blink of an eye. So, enjoy your summer. Get out there. Get tanned out. Clobber stuff. Do your thing. But do whatever it is you got to do whatever it is you want to do in life. And get that money. Take care.